And welcome to the Loveland Report and the Loner Ranger Show, where we bring you all of your real estate and mortgage news every weekend here on WDBO. I am Cleve Loveland, Central Florida's voice of real estate. I've got along with me the Loner Ranger, Bruce Woodburn, and this is our holiday month, right, Bruce?
This is our holiday month.
And if somebody's got their act together and they get you all their paperwork, can we have them in a new home by the new year?
New home by the New Year's.
Cool.
We are committed to doing it, and I think you and your team, you're going to have to be all over there finding the right property and negotiating the right price.
And here's this is what's amazing. People always ask, I don't want to sell during the holidays. It slows down.
Actually, I think that's the best time to sell, because if a lot of people feel that way, then your house will be selected more often because less people are on the market.
Yeah, but it's like I look at the data, and every year, and this is, Central Florida, we sell about 4,500 homes a month during the spring and summer, and fall and winter slows down to about 3,800. I've got October and September's numbers. It was 3,700, 3,400. And it's like there's not much of a difference. And the good thing, though, right now, Bruce, I love the Orlando Regional Realtor Association does a great job. And they gave us these numbers they give us, but the number of new listings each month is keeping up with the sales. So we're getting almost 4,000 new listings a month.
You can't sell more than you have.
Yeah, and the inventory is holding steady. I did a talk to the Financial Planning Association of Central Florida, and it was, everybody wanted to know, where are we at? Are we heading into another bubble? And inventory, literally, the average for the past 8 months is about 3,300 homes for sale, which is less than a month's supply, but a seller's market. Prices are rising. Now, the market is slowing, but it's gone from like a 4-alarmer to a brisk campfire, making your s'mores. I'm getting 2 or 3 or 5 offers on properties, not 20 or 30, like January, February, March was a little bit. We systematize it. My team handles it.
We don't need that type of market. Yeah. We need a more balanced market.
And buyers still don't go hog wild and pay a whole bunch over list. I get a lot of appraisal clauses saying, hey, we'll go 10 over appraisal. We'll go 5% over appraisal, whatever it might be. Most of the contracts average about 1, 2, 3, 4% over list. So, and it's a controlled burn, which is necessary sometimes. So it's only the one thing that fuels this, and another thing that's great. Lending is not easy. You can't just fog a mirror and get a mortgage.
Here's the way I look at that. I wouldn't say hard or easy, because to qualify for a mortgage, in my opinion, is not challenging. It's just prudent. So, I wouldn't lend money to somebody personally unless I knew what their credit looked like, what their income looked like. Could they pay me, right? Do they have enough money to put down so I have an equity position? So lenders are doing the same thing. Now, the people that find it more challenging are self-employed people. But self-employed people, because what happened is Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac added on some additional requirements to make sure that self-employed people are consistent or increasing their income. And the only way to do that was to verify that their deposits going into their business accounts were substantial enough to be able to really substantiate their profit and loss statements. Yeah. Because a profit and loss statement is not we don't require audited profit and loss. So you could basically put anything you wanted on a profit and loss statement. Yeah. And Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac went, hey, we think you can put anything you want on your profit and loss statement. That's not really what we want to see. Yeah. So we want to see your last 3 months bank statements from your business account to make sure that the deposits are going into that account. Yeah. Now you can substantiate the profit and loss. So it used to be people just made up whatever the heck they wanted to on a profit and loss. You can't do that anymore. Yep. So self-employed people have a little bit more work to do. But for the average person, W-2 wage earner, hell, I don't even need tax returns for them anymore.
Yeah,
it's your W-2.
It's just got to make sense. And you guys don't have, like I'm looking here at these numbers, less than 0.6% of the homes sold last month were foreclosures. Right. So I'm sorry, if you paid $3,000 for that home flipping class at the hotel ballroom, I'm sorry, you lost your money. And there's just nothing out there to find. I think
it's ridiculous that people, and you and I see this all the time, these people that pay for these classes, they go and they spend a whole weekend in a class to find out how you can buy a house with no money down as an investment property. It doesn't work that way. If you want to make a living out of buying like what do you call them? The tax
tax certificates. Yeah,
tax certificates.
It's a full-time job.
It's a full-time job. If you want to make a living buying and flipping properties, it's a full-time job. You should be a real estate agent. You should have a crew of people that are going to rehab the house, because the wannabe, when they call me and somebody says, I want to be an investor. All right. So
what are you going to invest?
What do you?
Are you going to borrow money at 10% from a hard money lender?
And you know what? Most of them do.
Yeah,
that's exactly what they do. They're
it.
wannabe investors. So they go, well, I can get hard money from the Association of Builders or whatever it is, the investment club around here, and you're paying 10, 12, 13% interest rate.
With 3 points up front.
With 3 points up front, and it's going to balloon.
Yep.
So what happens if you didn't get what you wanted and get the profit? Now the lender's going to make the money on it, right? But it's a dangerous opportunity, but you have to really,
we can tell people how to do it correctly. Our seminar is this Wednesday.
Our seminar is this Wednesday.
Tell everybody about your
December
leapfrog program.
1st, 6 p.m., Zoom. You must go to WeBringYouHome.com to register. But here's what I like about this seminar. And we have oftentimes called it a wealth building seminar, but it's so much more than that, because we'll show you how to retire with a lot of money if you follow these steps. Yeah. But it's also a home buying class. Yeah. It's also a first-time home buying class, but it's not just for first-time home buyers. It's for people that want to create wealth in real estate. And there's the thing with our class that we teach is that there really is nothing for them to sign up for and do.
Oh, we don't charge anything.
We don't charge anything to do it, but you don't have to buy this book and get these CDs and listen to this and go down to the courthouse and do all the. You don't do that. All you have to do is follow some basic steps that we set up so that you can purchase a home for minimum down so you can buy more of them. You don't have to put your 20% down that you do on a typical investor transaction. And just follow the process.
You know what's rising faster than prices?
What's that?
Rents.
Yeah.
So what's the number to reach you, Bruce? Because
My direct line is 407-250-9144. It's 407-250-9144. Or you can go directly to my website at WeBringYouHome.com. That's WeBringYouHome.com.
And for Loveland Properties, we sell more homes in a month than most agents sell in a year. Call 407-352-8118. We can help you buying, selling, preparing for that move. How do you coordinate that process? Or if you have investment property and you need a good property manager, you need somebody to handle your real estate portfolio and help guide you with that to make sure you're not making the mistakes Bruce and I have made ourselves over the past 30 years and the mistakes I've seen other people make, and I've seen how people do it right and end up with a mountain of cash at the end of their real estate.
And here's the reason that you and I do this. Because we don't make any money by doing the seminars. There's nothing to be gained in here other than helping you accumulate wealth in real estate and avoid some of the hurdles that we went through. So we like sharing that with you. We're watching several couples right now that are following our.
We got one on their third investment property.
Their third investment property.
I got a couple more at their second.
I've got one client. They've just closed on their fourth. They're looking at their fifth right now, and then they want to do a little bit of like office professional stuff.
And then here's what's funny is we get so many questions, and there's so much resistance and fear and trepidation, and then after they do it, there's nothing. They're like,
that wasn't as bad as I thought.
Right? A couple months, they're like, we want to do the next one.
Right.
And it's like, and it's a plan, because I got an article here out of the Wall Street Journal on talking about, what's your home maintenance bill? You want to buy a $500,000 house. What's that going to cost you? Yard, power, utilities, all these numbers. These are numbers.
Think about that.
They can figure that out. Is it lakefront? Okay, so you need another couple. You need another $1,000 a year to clean the lakefront. Or maintain the seawall. You need
Absolutely.
a couple stuff like that. You can figure these numbers out. They are not unknowns, and we can do an estimate. We can do a budget, and that's funny, Bruce. Because if you qualify them for a house, when have you ever seen somebody not move in and go, oh my God, I can't make that first payment?
Right. That generally does not happen. Yeah. People, I think, will project their budget. Now, some people like to buy a little above their means, and some people like to buy a little below their means. Mm-hmm. I think it's dangerous to buy above your means. And I think that there's a lot of lenders and realtors out there that would like to push people into buying a bigger property or getting a bigger mortgage. For me, that's not what I want to do. I want my client to be safe. I certainly don't want to default on the mortgage. So I never want to put a client in that
you got to
position.
pay for it if they do.
Well, I would have up to 6 months, possibly even up to a year. But besides that, who wants to see one of their clients?
I've never had somebody call me saying, "Oh my God, I can't do this."
Right.
So, but one thing about numbers is it can be figured out, and you figure out the credit side, you figure out the lending side, and then I can help them with a budget. I know what for them to expect on everything. So if you need to call me, it's 407-352-8118. We're going to hear from a couple of our sponsors, JT with Certified Building Inspectors, Central Florida Building Inspectors, and Equitable Title. Talk to you about what's going on in those markets.
Coming on to do a little bit from Equitable.
Yep. So we're going to hear from them, and we'll be back after this.
Yep. We'll be back in 5 minutes with more of the Loveland Report and the Lone Ranger Radio Show after we hear from these valuable sponsors.